It all started on a completely normal Saturday afternoon. You know the type, the kind where the only plan you have is to do nothing. Scroll through your phone, maybe grab a snack, and just exist without any responsibility. But you know how it goes. Friends have a way of turning the most ordinary day into complete chaos. And this day would prove exactly that. It began with a simple text. Nothing crazy, just the usual. Yo, what's the move? I stared at it for a solid 30 seconds, thinking about ignoring it. Because honestly, some days you just want to chill. But then I remembered how it works with these guys. Ignore the text for too long, and suddenly you're missing out on the madness. So, I typed back, nothing much. 5 seconds later, my phone blew up. Let's roll, said one friend. Bet, said another. And that is how it begins, the classic chain reaction, where everyone agrees on something nobody has actually planned. And of course, the plan was vague. Let's just go wherever, they said. It'll be fun, they added. That's how you know trouble is coming, because when your friends can't describe the plan, it's already out of control. I got up, put on my sneakers, and grabbed a hoodie, thinking, okay, maybe this will just be a casual hangout. Wrong, dead wrong. We meet up at the usual spot, my friend's garage, which somehow transforms into the headquarters for every spontaneous plan we've ever had. And as soon as I step in, I realize something. My friends have already escalated things without me. There's a half-inflated kiddie pool in the corner, random snacks scattered everywhere, music blasting at a volume that could wake the dead, and someone no idea who holding a giant foam sword like it's perfectly normal. And me standing there, hoodie on, like the responsible one, suddenly realizing I've been drafted into whatever madness is about to happen. We started small, or at least I thought we were starting small. Just chilling, talking, maybe playing a board game. But my friends, of course, had other ideas. One friend suddenly challenges another to a ridiculous stunt balancing on a chair while holding a snack on their head. Naturally, someone fails spectacularly, falling backward and almost knocking over a shelf. Chaos. I laugh, partly because it's funny, partly because I know if I don't join, I'll be roasted mercilessly for the rest of the day. So I join in. And that's when the full scale of Friends Be Like hits me. You start with one tiny dare, and suddenly you're part of a full-on circus. Someone decides we should have a snack tower competition where we stack random snacks on top of each other to see who can build the tallest. Of course, it doesn't go as planned. Snacks collapse, falling everywhere, hitting people in the head, rolling across the floor like tiny missiles. I dodge a flying granola bar and laugh so hard I can't even explain why. But that's the point. With friends like these, normal rules don't apply. Gravity is a suggestion. Safety is optional. Common sense is officially on vacation. Then came the outdoor portion. One friend decides it's the perfect time for a backyard water fight. Not just normal water balloons. No. Buckets, hoses, random cups of water, and one inexplicably huge cooler filled with ice water. I get drenched within 5 seconds, and as I shake it off, I notice the others have already turned into mini tornadoes of chaos, running, screaming, laughing, completely forgetting that 5 minutes ago we were just chilling. I realize I'm drenched, exhausted, and absolutely loving every second. That's the thing about friends like this, they can take the most mundane Saturday and turn it into something memorable. Even if it means you almost lose your phone in a bucket of water. And just when I think it might be slowing down, it escalates again. Someone spots a skateboard in the corner, and suddenly, it's like we're training for some extreme backyard Olympics. Jumps, spins, almost crashes. I dodge one near disaster that sends a cooler skimming across the grass. And another friend falls into the kiddie pool, soaking everyone standing nearby. I barely avoid a flying water balloon that hits me square in the chest. And by this point, we're all screaming, laughing, and questioning how we're still standing. This is exactly what friends be like means. You start with nothing, and by some mysterious force, you end up on the floor, soaked and laughing like maniacs. Lunch somehow enters the mix, though it's not a calm, normal meal. No sandwiches at a table. No quiet eating. Someone suggests a fast snack challenge where we grab random things from the kitchen and try to eat them as quickly as possible. Chips, candy, a rogue slice of pizza. Chaos ensues again. Someone drops a cookie on the floor. Another tries to juggle crackers. And somehow I'm not even sure how it turns into a full-blown race around the house. I trip over my own feet, slam into a couch, and laugh so hard I almost cry. And yet, somehow, this is perfectly normal for us. By mid-afternoon, everything is a blur. Water fights, snack chaos, foam sword battles, skateboard stunts. My hoodie is soaked, my hair is wet, my hands are sticky from snacks, and I can't even tell what time it is anymore. Every time I think we might be winding down, a new idea hits. Someone climbs the tree in the backyard just to drop leaves on another friend. Someone else turns the hose into a makeshift fire hose, spraying everyone indiscriminately. And through it all, laughter. Non-stop, uncontrollable laughter. That's the magic. Friends like this turn complete nonsense into unforgettable moments. And then came the moment that really defined the day, the climax. Someone had the genius idea to stack all the remaining snacks into one mega tower on the table. Chips, cookies, candy bars, leftover pizza slices, everything. I watched, thinking, okay, this will collapse in 5 seconds. But no one listens to me. Okay, they're all hyped up, cheering each other on, hands shaking, adrenaline pumping. Hold my breath as the final cookie is placed on top. And then, of course, happens. The tower sways, tips, and explodes in a shower of snacks. Chips fly across the room. A cookie hits me in the forehead, and soda spills everywhere. Absolute chaos. But everyone is laughing hysterically. Total disaster, but perfect disaster. That's what this day was about. By the time we finally collapse on the couch, soaked, sticky, exhausted, it's almost evening. My friends are sprawled everywhere, pretending to be dead while I take a minute to soak it all in. This is exactly what friends be like means. It's unpredictable, wild, messy, Sometimes stupid, but always unforgettable. And even as I sit there, sticky and exhausted, I know one thing for sure: there's no day like today, no friends like these, and no way to explain it without experiencing it firsthand. So now I'm asking you, what's the wildest, most chaotic day your friends ever dragged you into? Comment below. I want to hear your stories, because nothing beats the feeling of surviving a day that starts normal and ends completely insane. And hey, if you're still reading and laughing with me, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this, because trust me, when friends get together, you never know how wild things will get next. And remember, a day with friends may start calm, but friends be like will always find a way to make it unforgettable.